Okay, in closing, I'd like to ask what your ministry needs most right now.
Yeah, the needs. We always have needs, and in a way, we are grateful for our needs because they keep us humble, right? So yes, we always need volunteers, we always need financial support, and we always need prayers, right? That will be the big three mega categories that I will give you. We're a very small organization with only 3 people in the staff, but we are blessed. We have been blessed with more than 80 volunteers that on regular basis they make FaithWalking possible for others. So 2 kinds of volunteers that are needed for us. One, the first kind is what I will call people who help us to function as an organization. So we need help with communications. That means social media, marketing, writing, people who like to write, people who are good with media, podcasts, and all that kind of thing. We need people who help us in administration, different work with databases and other processes that organizations need. That we need that. We only have 3 people in staff and we are wearing different hats. We need people that help us with development. You know, we depend on fundraising. And our program covers part of our budget, but not all of it. Especially if you think a budget that program cost for places like Central America. I mean, it will be very hard to do it without fundraising. So we depend on our capacity to raise funds to keep FaithWalking running. And in all these first category, as you can tell, we need volunteers that are able to offer their skill, you know, and their hands to keep the organization alive. The second kind of volunteers that we need, right? We need volunteers that help us with the program, right? We need facilitators of the curriculum and coaches. Now, the tricky part of this kind of volunteers, the second category, is that although we train coaches and facilitators, we have the processes for that, we train people who have actually gone through the process. So it's sort of, if you have not gone through it, it's really hard to serve as part of the program, part of FaithWalking. So in a way, the second category is restricted only for people who have gone through the process. And we believe that is part of the integrity, and it's natural to understand why that is the case. So it is an invitation to participate, and many people who participate eventually end volunteering and making this possible for others. So that is about volunteers. And then financial support is always needed. This year we started a campaign that will go to the end of the year, and we are seeking people who are willing to give towards transformation, towards peace, towards learning to have emotional maturity. And we believe that is a very relevant situation now in COVID. So again, our fruit is growing in different organizations and in different ways. So we need people who believe what we do, and people who want to support us. We are seeking people who can become a partner with monthly donations from $15. I mean, this is not about the amount, but from $15 to any amount of monthly donations. That helps us a lot to have a more peace about budget. We obviously we are welcome. We welcome all kinds of donations, one-time donations, but we are focusing this campaign at the end of the year to seek some kind of consistent partnership of people. Finally, prayers. We need prayers. Unless the Lord builds a house, right? Unless the Lord builds a house, we labor in vain. So we need wisdom. We need guidance. We need a board that is seeking the heart of the Lord, so we can know that we are at the center of God's will. We're not trying to build anything that He is not interested in building. So those are our needs.
All right. Well, thank you, Marcus. I don't know if there's anything else to add, but that was, as a person who knows a lot about FaithWalking already, I still found that very educational and enjoyable. So, all right,
Thank you.
I'm going to stop our recording.
Thank you, Linda.